guys, thanks for tuning in. It's the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, thanks to the absolutely incredible support by the folks over at Factory Entertainment, we're going to be taking a look at their new Men in Black NEURALYZER limited edition prop replica. Now, many years ago, I took a look at their Men in Black 2 NEURALYZER, but now fast forward a few years later, with some new technology, they were able to give us the Men in Black 1 version, which is absolutely fantastic. And to my knowledge, I'm the only one that's going to be doing a full comparison between that Men in Black 2 version and this one. So stick around and enjoy. Starting off first, you do get the NEURALYZER instruction book. I do not know what this alien rating says, but if I know my friends over there, that actually means something, which is always kind of fun. But this goes through, shows you all the instructions, how to use it, what not to do, all that kind of stuff. And then you come around to the back, and it also serves as the certificate of authenticity. And then also does give you a little bit of a history of the prop itself. Now, some people have criticized how the instruction sheet and everything and the actual certificate of authenticity are all on the same thing. But that is something that they've done for a while. I did watch someone else do a video on this, and they basically kind of complained, saying that in the old Master Replica days, you got two different things. Well, this isn't Master Replica, so times change. This is perfectly fine. I'm not going to lose this or anything, so that works for me. But here we go. Starting off first with the package. Absolutely gorgeous. Very simple, but it doesn't need to be overly elaborate. You got the Men in Black logo right there. The little logo sort of thing on NEURALYZER. The side here kind of continues on with that sci-fi kind of look. Come around to the back, or bottom, I guess you could say. You gotta, this is not a toy. That will erase your memory. So setting this off to the side for now, because we don't want to focus on that, we want to take a look at this guy. And I really do like the packaging, but I will say something. The original one, just starting off with the comparisons, it came out with this gorgeous museum base. You can see you got an acrylic case. You can remove this, just slide that off, just like that. And then you have the plaque right here. You got a really nice mirror finish. You got a stand right here that allows you to set it right there, and then take that guy and set that on top. And like I said, have a really cool museum style piece. I really like the shadow box display, and I get that they wanted to kind of differentiate what they did before with what they're doing now. But as a shadow box, I would almost really wish that they put like some kind of a hook section here so you can display this on the wall. I think that would look really cool. And a lot of their newer replicas, whether it be Star Trek, Batman, things of that nature, had been using this shadow box display, which is all well and good, but a lot of times you're going to display it like this, and it's just going to sit there. But I'm not the biggest fan of it. I want this to kind of be showcased, and that's one thing that I really liked about this. It really showcased the piece. This does a good job of it too. I like the logo on there, all of it. I just wish that I could hang it on a wall. And with the clasp on here, you don't have to worry about it kind of opening or anything. So that would be a kind of suggestion. I would say put a little hook piece on there. You don't need to include like a nail or anything. Most of us have it. But if you put the little hook piece right there, so you can click that on a wall, I'd absolutely love it. But this is the difference between the display bases here. I'm going to do, like I said, a comparison with the actual replica here in a minute. But come around here, you got this very nice wood case, painted up in black, obviously. Got this very nice metal clasp that you just lift that. You can open that up. I like how, like I said, you got the Men in Black logo right there. Now, you also have this plaque here. And the first thing that I noticed, to be totally honest, is that is relatively hard to see because you got this really nice brush chrome look throughout it, but the lettering is also in that same kind of style. So unless you get it in the right sort of angle, you don't see it. I mean, like leaving it like that, I mean, looks fine. I mean, you can see it, right? I mean, I'm not saying that you can't, but like I said, it's just in some angles it does make it harder to see. Especially when you get, now I have a lot of lights right here, so I do recognize that, but just in general, it makes it a little bit harder to see just because of it. Like if that was done in a black sort of coloring, that I think would look cool. But You can see mine is number 301 out of 1,997, which is cool because 1997 is the year that it came out in. That's kind of fun. But you can see gorgeous back section here. I'll more than likely just leave it in the little baggie just to kind of protect it. Just like that. Pull that around. And boom, look, it's right there. So that's cool. Now, the other thing that's really nice that I really like that they did with this display is, as you can see, you can set this up like so. And you can see that it is in the closed configuration. If you don't want to have it be in the closed configuration, you can take this out just like that. Just set that off to the side. And then this entire intersection, and that's rolling around, this entire inner foam piece, kind of get your fingers in there, kind of pull that out. Be delicate as you're doing it because it's foam, so you don't want to damage it or anything. So let me try and get it from this angle. Slide out, slide out. Come on, come on. Almost got you. There we go. Now, you can pull this entire section out. You got this display base right here, which you can take this, turn this around, and now look, you got a insert right there where you can put that in there. And then this is a larger expanded version where you can take this and put that right inside here and display it fully engaged. I really do like that. That is cool. And again, really makes me wish that you could hang this on a wall. But that's really cool. So I'm going to set this off to the side for right now and take a look at the actual replica itself. You didn't see that. But again, absolutely gorgeous design on here. Very similar to the one that we got previously. And can you tell which one is different? You might be able to. This is the Men in Black 1 version, and this is the Men in Black 2. Now, one thing that you're noticing, at least I noticed right away, is roughly they are the exact same size. I do see slight differences, kind of primarily here in the size of the ridges, I guess you could say. These ones are a little bit thicker looking, whereas these are a little bit smaller, and then it creates kind of this weird sort of shadow image right there. The rest is pretty much identical in terms of the little clip. That looks pretty much the same. You got the little, sorry, close that. Little charger sections right there. So that's something that is a little different as well. But all the way around, basically the same. Now, I put these little bits on here. They're little kind of just sticky sort of things, because when it was displayed in there, that kind of helped to kind of stick it to the little prongs. That was just a personal choice of mine. But basically the same. When you come around to the little flashy thing, that's a little bit different. You can see this one is a little bit more recessed, whereas this one is a little bit more flush with the entire kind of thickness of the device itself. So again, a slight improvement right there. But you can slightly, like I said, see a slight difference between them, but I like that because, again, Men in Black 1, Men in Black 2. Now, for the original one, unfortunately, I can't show the light up and the sound features on it because the batteries are dead on this. The biggest difference mostly is going to be in the LED light here, where it was a bluish color that did the LED flash. So everything else is pretty much the same. These bits here light up, there's a little green light and everything. This being the new one, deploys basically the same way. You kind of push the bottom section here in, ka-chow! And you can hear the light ups and everything. But again, coming in to take a closer look here so that you can kind of see what, oh no, what's going on. It's coming in a little bit closer. The display is different though. You can see that you got the little dials there at the top that are very similar to what the original one was. You can hear the sound and everything. The activation though is a little bit different. You can see that the activation is this bar that goes across right here, whereas this one was on that side. Again, I wish I could kind of display that for you, but unfortunately you can't. But again, you can see the difference in terms of the overall display. Also, when you come around to the back, again, like I said, that the light here is this very nice red light, whereas the original one was a bluish white light that kind of strobed. The cool part about this is, as this is based on the original 1997 Men in Black, and this one is Men in Black 2, the display down here changed a little bit. You can actually see the year. And what I really love is the fact that 1997 being the year that it came out is what this defaults to. So you have these buttons here that you just push these buttons and you can see you can increase. Oh, I actually hit the other button, so that's going to reset. But you can get this light going all the way up to a different year. So 2023 has been pretty shitty for me. So let's go back. Well, no, you know what? Let's not go back. Let's not relive the past. Let's go towards the future. So there's 2024. And then all you do is hit this button here, come around to the back, activate the flash, and you can see that strobe light effect again. But then it goes back to the red color, and then you can hear this kind of recharging. That's really cool. And then when you close it, turns it off. But then again, when you activate it, it resets that to 1997, which I think is really cool. I absolutely love that. And you can see kind of, if we get in closer, you can even see the minute section right here. You also have this section right. It's harder to see that. That clearly says minutes. This one here says hours and then weeks, and that it doesn't look like there's anything on that section itself. But you can change that. That actually does rotate around. It's kind of hard to do. You kind of have to push it down and rotate it around, but it's kind of difficult to see. But I wonder what MAF means. I don't know. But then here you can see where it says year, and again you can adjust. I keep hitting that button, so you can keep adjusting that up. Or I wonder if you can go back. Oh yeah, I could go back to 1990 if I wanted to, and then come around, push that button, and now you've forgotten everything that I'm talking about. You can see that it's fairly bright though. Now, to kind of illustrate that, it's hard to see with all the lights on here. So turning the lights off, you can get a better idea of what you can see in terms of the lights. Again, you got that little green light right there. The different dials on that section there. You do have a little bleed from the top section. I don't think it's too bad. But then you have the year section down here. So again, coming around and making you forget. Again, that's fairly bright, and then just kind of doing it again in the frontal area so that you can kind of see everything. It does kind of look like it points down a little bit. It's not straight on, so once that charges, yeah, you can see like my hand is here. It's actually a little bit lower, which is okay because you're going to hold this up and you're going to, flashy thingy people. So I do like the strobe light effect. I do wish I could show you how it was on the original one, though. Unfortunately, like I said, I just don't have those batteries anymore. I really like this, though. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And then again, bringing in that shadow box, you can set this here. You can open this and then take that more elongated sort of section. Now, this will automatically time out here in a minute, but you can put that right in there and have an upward display for it, which I think looks great. And then you put that inside there. I'm not trying to harp on it. I promise you guys, I'm really not. I just really think that let's set this up. I'm gonna give you kind of an idea, and I want your opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Bringing in the original box, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna set this here and just kind of put that piece there as the display base, and then put that there, and then just push that in there. I mean, in terms of an overall presentation, guys in the comments, let me know what you think. What do you like in terms of a display more? I'll be honest, my opinion is that this is a better overall display base. In terms of the actual product, I do like this one more. So truthfully, because I have this one, I might swap it out and put the display for this, or put the device for this in this display. See, now it turned off. But I do really like this. I just think that it would be better served if it was something that you can mount on the wall. Overall, with the advancement in technology, production materials, and an overall better grasp on how to make absolutely incredible prop replicas, Factory Entertainment really has evolved from that time with the original Neuralizer for Men in Black 2. The Men in Black 1 version, in my opinion, exceeds expectations across the board. The quality of the prop is top-notch. The display is as well, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm coming down on the display because it's beautiful. My only suggestion would be to put some type of a mount in there so that I can mount it on a wall. And of course, naturally, people are going to compare a previous version with a newer one. So that's why I wanted to showcase the differences in terms of the display base. You are not buying this, though, for the display base. Let's be honest. And the product that you have with the NEURALYZER itself, as I said, exceeds all expectations set by that previous model. This one is fantastic. And I love the fact that they are able to go back and give us ones like this. And I cannot recommend it enough. And as of the recording of this video, they have announced that they are going back and doing another version of the Noisy Cricket, which also is a very iconic piece from the Men in Black franchise. And that one is absolutely going to be on my list as well to get. Once again, I want to send a huge shout out to the folks over at Factory Entertainment for allowing me to take a look at this piece and showcase it for you guys today. If you'd like to add this or any other amazing prop replicas from the folks at Factory Entertainment to your collection, I'll put a link to their website right down there in the video description, where you can swing on by and check out availability on this, as well as the rest of their wide variety of incredible prop replicas. And until next time, this is Optibotimus saying to remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. And until next time, this is Optibotimus saying adios, au revoir, and auf Wiedersehen.